PGA Sports. It's in the game.
EA Sports and the PGA Tour so proud to present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. From the northeastern coast of the U.S. and Lighthouse Pointe, live final round coverage of the Maine Classic. It is the great challenge that all these golfers face, trying to string 4 solid rounds together, trying to best Mother Nature and this course, and trying to beat the entire field as we check the leaderboard. Our leader here on this Sunday is our featured golfer. He's got a sizable advantage here as he looks to increase it further. And that'll do just fine. A good start to this final round, safely in the fairway at 1. Walking the course today, let's bring in Nota Begay III.
He's got 116 yards to the front of the green, 141 to the hole. Pin is in the far back portion of this green.
You can't go wrong with finding the middle of the green. That's well done. He's hoping here to at least get this to tap-in range, but it is for birdie. Yeah, that's a pretty good putt. Just a little bit off the mark. Okay, that's in for par here at the first, and he'll remain well in control of this tournament. Now at the second hole here at Lighthouse, it's a par 3, 234 yards. Difficult hole, Frank, especially when the wind picks up.
It is, and you can see with that bunker on the right side, that's obviously the bailout area because the problem side is to the left of this green. That's where the cliff starts to run all the way down to the ocean. This is a very difficult par 3, not just because of its length, but because it's exposed to all of Maine's elements.
Now a second to this par 3. Good putt there. It's in for par here at the second. He's going to maintain that substantial lead. Frank, I like the mix of holes as we start out here at Lighthouse Pointe. Tough par 4, then a par 3, and now a scoring opportunity with a par 5 at the third.
Scoring opportunity with a good drive. Very thin fairway here, Rich. This hole is built for accuracy, and players off the tee, they're going to have to try and hit this fairway. Long fairway bunker runs almost the entire length of this hole, and it could act actually as a little helper, stop you going down by the cliff. because anything left, obviously, on that cliff line will go all the way down to the ocean.
Driving's been sensational all week, and here's another one that's going to set up nicely in the fairway.
This par 5 green is well protected. That's 2 good shots, but that bunker's there for a reason. Now, with some nifty sand play, we're looking at 4.
Not an ideal result there. Hoping to maybe get this close. It is on the green, but not where you want to be. We welcome in Iona Stephen. This, a putt for birdie.
Golfers do so much work in starting the ball on line, and it's for this kind of putt, the straight, flat one.
Well, here at the par 4 fourth, 411 yards, Frank, this is the kind of hole where you want to pull out the cell phone and maybe take a few pictures because the views are absolutely amazing.
And you also see why this golf course is called the Cliffs, that's for sure. Great vistas. This front 9 completely lines the coast, so you're going to need to keep it fairly straight on this golf course. This hole in particular, though, the fairway is actually rather generous, so you do get a little bit of reprieve off the tee, and you really want to hit the fairway because that green is very tiny, Rich.
Gonna work this up that left-hand side. No issues here. That is into the fairway. Now from just under 100 yards, he'll stare down his second.
In golf, you know, you've heard the term mulligan. You'd love that, a do-over there, wouldn't you? I mean, that's just, well, that's very poor from that range.
Yeah, that's good pace. Just a little offline, but not too bad from that far away. Okay, that one finished off. It's a par here at 4. And that's going to keep this large lead right where it is. Now at the 5th here at Lighthouse Pointe, it's a par 4. Frank, what are we in store for?
When you stand on this tee, Rich, you don't see any fairway bunkers, but be careful. It can certainly fool you. The goal really with the Cliffs course is to find fairways.
Driving's been sensational all week, and here's another one that's going to set up nicely in the fairway. Perfect spot to play this second, middle of the fairway. That's got to be disappointing. Good lie in the fairway, and the approach winds up in the bunker. Looking to splash this softly onto the green. Line may have been a little more sunken in than we had thought, but all in all, not a bad shot out of the bunker. Yeah, that's a good putt. It is a par here at the 5th. And he'll remain 30 under par. Now at the 6th hole, it's a par 3, just under 200 yards. Where's the challenge here, Frank?
Well, you've got to love that bunker on the left side, Rich, especially because it's shaped like a letter L. Got to fly that. Green's not too deep, so really the challenge is trying to flight that ball in amongst the breeze should it kick up.
Well, at least he can draw on the experience from the previous hole. Again, in the bunker. Now from the bunker.
Yeah, just a little splash out on this par 3.
Okay, safely on the putting surface out of the sand. Would have maybe liked to run that up a little further, but that's not the worst shot in the world. Nicely read there. It is a par here at the 6th. And he'll stay right where he is. Par 4 7th, only 370 yards. Frank, decision to be made off that tee.
It is. I walked this hole, Rich, to the narrowest point of the fairway. It's 278 yards, and if you want to carry that left side, you're going to have to be strong, 300 yards. So really, I don't know if driver's the play. Maybe even 3 wood's too much. You might have to throttle back even further. So the hole might be short. You just might get a little bit of a longer second shot than what the scorecard would normally allow you.
And this one gonna settle into the bunker off the tee. The tee shot collected here, now a short one for his second. Okay, a good out, and that's what will remain for birdie. This from 7 feet. Ah, yes, runs that one right in. It's a birdie here at the 7th. And that score continues to impress. He is now at 31 under par. Well, a bit unusual. A third par 3 now on this front side. We're at the 8th. It's 165 yards, Frank.
And this par 3 looks nothing like the previous 2. Heads towards the edge of the cliff there. Long green, almost a figure 8 or an hourglass shape. Bunkers left and right. Gonna have to be straight here.
And yet again, he has hit it off the tee and into the bunker.
An awkward little bunker shot. Just splash it out, let the ball run towards the flag.
Okay, that got caught up a bit before it got to the green. Kind of slowed its momentum, but good out regardless. Okay, good roll there. It is a par here at the 8th. And he'll be unable to take that score any further under par. He'll stay right where he is. We move to the 9th hole and we begin to go inland, Frank. I'll miss some of the views along the ocean. I won't miss the nerves with the potential of a golf ball sailing off into the Atlantic Ocean. That said, par 5, you think about a scoring opportunity, but then I look at the scorecard and it says this is the number 6 handicap hole. That's pretty tough.
It is, and the reason why is there's trouble both sides of this fairway, and that's normally sand and cliffs, and the designer's really thrown the boat out, excuse the pun. We are on the coastline here. This whole dog legs to the left, and ideally you just sort of like to go fairway, fairway pitch. That's the prudent way to play the hole, but of course everybody likes to chance the driver and reach the par 5 and 2. Miss, pay the price.
And that one not straight enough. It's going to work its way into the bunker. Want to make sure you catch this cleanly. His second to the par 5. Okay, that's a good, safe play. Get it back out into the fairway. Get some distance if you can, and gets it to try and make a good third on this par 5. Okay, on the green, but that's going to leave a putt that will get your attention. Oh, never in doubt. What a great putt that is. It's a birdie here at the 9th, and that is going to finish off a 3-under front side as they go out in 32. Frank, you think about the great designers, Pete Dye, Alistair McKenzie, and Christian Brand is certainly in that conversation. They like to play mind games with you, and you're playing with people's heads when you look at that number on the card versus the 10th hole.
Yeah, 10th hole, which is par 4, plays a lot longer than 11, but this is it's a very clever hole. It's called what we call a tweener. It's in between a 4 and a 5. So if you walk away with here with 5, you feel like you've lost something. Walk away with 4, you feel like you've gained something. So the great par 5s are often reachable. 11, that's one of them.
And this one's only 530 yards as a par 5, and remember 10 was a par 4 at 592. And this a tee shot that fits the eye, and that'll be just fine. From the fairway nota, this is second.
160 to the hole. Wind is helping from behind, so you can take a little less club.
And that one barely makes the front of the green. Do you realize if you just miss hit the middle of the club by 1/4 of an inch, you lose 10%. That's right, 10%.
How about the speed here? Are you kidding? That is exceptional from that distance. That is worth a wow. So that's in for par to start this backside. And pars are fine at this point with this tournament well in hand. Now we go to the 11th hole, and this is a par 5, but it's actually shorter than the par 4 10th. This one comes in at 530 yards, and more evidence of the kind of creativity by the award-winning design team of Patel and Duncan.
Well, that's right. Patel really is known to be the shaper. He's the one that makes all those interesting shapes of the bunkers. For example, here, nipping it in the fairway, making driver almost too much club or very, very risky, plus the front bunker there. Now, this is a great par 5. The reason why, it's reachable, it's tempting, but you don't know what you're going to finish up shooting on it.
a dead-on look here for birdie. Okay, that ball on line all the way. It's a birdie here at 11. And stop the presses if you've heard this before. He's well on his way to yet another victory on the year. 12th hole now, and Frank, the long hitters could have an advantage here.
If they want to take a very dangerous line over that left side, this is really where the shot maker has the advantage. That hole bending completely to the left. You'd like to hit a draw there, so use those bunkers down the through side of the fairway and then just sort of shape that ball towards the green. Interesting shaped green, really 3 different sections to this, and of course 3 bunkers, each protecting a different portion.
Can you believe it? This is into the bunker yet again. That has definitely been the theme of the round. And this not a distance you practice all that often with your bunker shots.
Yeah, I've been there. I know what it feels like, and it's not good. Bunker to bunker.
I imagine he's seen enough of the sand here. Now his third. Well, gonna get a chance to try that again. Gotta fully commit to this one as he'll try again. Oh, what a good job of keeping that club face open throughout contact. You saw the big splash, and this winds up just a few feet from the hole. So, a tough hole. That's in for bogey at 12. But fortunately, this one still well in hand. Well, well, well. What do we have here, partner? The par 5, 13th, or is it a par 8? I can't tell.
It looks like a misprint, Rich. 702 yards, and not only that, too, they put the 2 fairway bunkers in the perfect place. Perfect place if they want to annoy your tee shot. It's going to take 310, 320 yards just to get past that. Then you've got a long, long way to go. And, of course, remember when you're on 10, this is the shared green. So 13 and 10, and this is where they meet up again at the end of a long, long walk.
This started toward the left side. Yeah, good swing and a good result, as that is safely into the fairway. Still well over 300 yards to the flag, so getting this to a good number, the key here for his second. That's what he wanted to do. After the tee shot, puts himself in really good position here on the par 5.
Bladed that one.
They need to recheck the yardage after that one. That's on the green, but not a real good shot. This would be a big bonus if it went in, more than likely just trying to get this one close. Yeah, that's a pretty good putt, just a little bit off the mark. Okay, safely in for par here at 13. And he'll remain well under par. And to the 14th hole. That's going to be on the putting surface, and a birdie look straight ahead. This for birdie now at 14.
And there's no space for a lapse in concentration here, perhaps a little bit further away than we would have liked, but a two-putt would be a very good result.
Yep, not bad. Had to put a little extra into that one, but got it there. That's a pretty good effort. No issues there. It is a par here at 14. And he'll be unable to take that score any further under par. He'll stay right where he is. 15th hole, and Frank, a return to sanity. 387 yards, par 4.
Yeah, second easiest hole on the golf course. Bends a little to the left. Just avoid the sand left and that little pot bunker on the right. And you should be set up with a relatively short iron in to a green that really, the only problem is if you go long.
He just keeps motoring right along. Another good tee shot right there. So not a whole lot left to go here as he'll set up his second for this par 4.
Really, you have to credit the tee shot because that was huge. Great position, but the touch, every bit as good. Beautiful shot.
A straightforward look here for birdie. And that one finished off with a birdie here at 15. And this is turning into an absolute runaway at the top of the leaderboard. Final par 3 on the backside. It's the 16th, 241 yards. Time to make a move as we are in the finishing stretch here.
When you give the scorecard a cursory look, you might think 240-something yards is a difficult hole, but this plays quite a bit downhill, so it plays more around the 200-yard mark. A fairly generous green, protected by the bunker.
A little too much spice on that one. That flies the green, and he'll be chipping out of the rough. Maybe a spot for the lob wedge, a second to the par 3.
Well, it is a game of touch. It is evidence right there when your touch is out. What a difference it makes. That ball went a long way past.
Lengthy putt here of 27 feet. Good stop, though it is for a bogey 4. But fortunately, this one still well in hand. 17th hole is another par 5, 613 yards. Frank, how do you play it?
Only the longest hitters can get here in 2. It's 2 big hits, that's for sure. S-shaped fairway, so if you can't reach the par 5 and 2, you can still plot your way down there for a nice little pitch, and really great opportunity to get one back off the scorecard.
That's up the left side. Showing no signs of a let-up here. This tournament seemingly under control as that's in the fairway here at 17.
2 shots around this green is always good. Now, for a little CVS, perhaps a 3rd shot on this par 5, get one close, maybe make 4.
Good soft hands. That is nicely done. Here we go. 7-footer for birdie. Oh, finishing strong. That's in for birdie here at 17. And this is no longer a contest, folks. This one is all over but the shout. Frank, it's been quite a journey to this point, but here we are, the 18th hole at Lighthouse Pointe.
It looks like a dogleg left, or should play like a dogleg left. You might stand on that tee and think that you can take the direct line.
You can't get there from here, can you?
Good old Maine terminology there. So the goal really is to somehow find that fairway down the right. And of course, it all depends on how far you fly that tee shot on the line you take. From there on in, just a short iron and maybe a chance to get another birdie and finish with a smile on your face.
Beautiful tempo to that swing, and this is going to wind up squarely in the fairway. A little over 80 yards here as he gets set for his 2nd. Frankie should be pretty good by now. He's been in quite a few bunkers today.
I've lost count, Rich, but well, I guess every now and again you got to give the bunker play a workout.
Yeah, that's a really good shot. Had a nice upslope to work within the bunker. Always makes it an easier shot, able to take advantage of it. Okay, so that will wind up a par at the last. That will be a great final round score of 68. Just a marvelous performance, Frank. Look, I know you love EA Sports. You play all the games. You might win Madden football by double digits, right? It is football. But in golf, double-digit victories? That's rare. That doesn't happen a whole lot.
You're right. It looked like we were playing Madden the way it was like, instead of touchdown after touchdown, it was, knock it to a foot, knock it to another foot, another birdie, another eagle. Just incredible. They just boat raced the field.
So for Frank Nobilo, Notabegay III, Iona Stephen, and a cast of hundreds, I'm Rich Lerner. You've been watching PGA Tour Golf on EA Sports. So long, everyone.